So, if you guys are wondering why I don't say steel, I want you guys to assume he always has it on his arms because he doesn't have to activate it all the time. As I've seen them do it, like I've seen them do like not even do hand signs half the time because they don't do it. Only time you see them do it if they use jutsus. But it seems like they can automatically harden their arms and stuff. And why I gave this to him is to make him kind of not take damage from people with sage chakra. And blades don't work on him. They kind of just break on him every time somebody tries to throw it at him. And because the Rinnegan does have some kind of like sage chakra in it, or at least that's what I think. I could be wrong. That's why I gave it to him, where most moves on him won't work and all that. And on his arms there is like black on them and his fingertips. You guys know that I said this, you know the movie where Naruto, the movie where the dude entered his final stage and he had those black markings. He has those up his arm and white parts and stuff. So that's what his arms and legs kind of look like. But blades break on him pretty much. So if somebody can take this blade that's in my hand, press it against him, that I just did, but it would break on him. Of course, my blade's not sharpened. Yeah, I literally just pressed the blade against my skin. But yeah, my last one, they fought the pains, which they got the eyes from Nagito, of course. So that would also cause some problems in the future. But we can counteract those by giving them Senju cells, but the people that get the Rinnegan already have them. So yeah. So whenever Obito comes looking for the Rinnegans, the girl would say that the Shinobi already took them and implanted them, she would say, into whoever they wanted to, probably. Even though she doesn't know who. So that means the leaf is even greater in threat. But yeah, so the 3 months training, I forgot to add the dude's partner, which he doesn't really train, but I'll say he just like amps up a little bit. But Naruto is training with Jiraiya. Jiraiya is trying to figure out a way to activate Sage Mode while running. And I'll say Naruto came up with an excuse, or a way to do it. Is you know how the tailed beasts are made up of chakra? So what I'm going to say is that he takes the chakra of the Sage Mode. Sorry about the helicopter. Yeah, the helicopter, but we seen the Sage of Six Paths to do this, and he's half otsutsuki. He used like the 6 paths of creation and all that, and he took his Sage Mode chakra that he had stockpiled from training and taken away chakra from him, because I'll say he activates it and he takes the chakra away. So he has 10 of those, and he creates a mini tail beast made out of sage chakra. It's not as strong as the other tail beasts, but it does have its own personality, which I'll say it is a toad, or not a toad. I'll say it is a owl, and this would cause pretty much Jiraiya would be like a mini Jinchuriki and stuff. He's pretty much making mini tail beasts, but he made one, and what he did this because he can't predict what they would look like, so whenever he made it, it automatically made into something else. But yeah, he gives it to Jiraiya, and it goes into Jiraiya, But what's happening is that whenever they talk and they make a path, what he collects Sage chakra and imps him up with it, and all that would do a mix between his tail beast or his owl tail beast thing. I forget. I don't know what to call him, but you know his tail beast kind of. I call him Jugi, because Jugi, and Jugi will be an owl. But whenever he enters his sage mode, he would grow wings on his back, or chakra rings would appear, made out of orange energy, which is sage chakra, of course. But this would also give him a special Genki Genkai, which I'm pretty sure there's not one in it, but it's called Tornado Release, which it is just an advanced version of Wind Release, because Blaze releases that too. It's just an advanced version of Fire Release. This will give him the ability to throw such large wind attacks, and such strong ones that it tears and rips things apart completely. And this also can be combined with his Rasengan. Sasuke, he would take the chakra out of him. He's pretty much making tail beast, or many tail beasts for them. But his will be what would go with him? It would be a snake, just because. And this snake will give him poison release, which I don't think there is one. Like, I'll say it just creates other Genki Genkai. Which gives him the ability to pretty much, what would it be like? It would cause him to be able to poison his blood and all kinds of stuff like that. And somewhat cause poison blood, so whenever somebody strikes his blood, it will go into the air, make like blood air pretty much. And it would cause him to have poison techniques. And his blade will be automatically poisoned whenever he touches it. Sakura has Tsunade punches and all that. So he takes the chakra from her. He takes two different chakras from her. Her healing chakra and her strength chakra from her fist. And what he does, he creates a gorilla. This gorilla is a color difference between blue and green. And what this does is pretty much increase her seal on her, further extent, and gives her automatically regeneration. And it would give her, she can create chakra fist, is what I'll say. Is her ability. It won't give her a Genki Genkai. It'll just give her more enhanced abilities. And all that. And now it is Itachi. Itachi would try to say no, but Naruto would assist, because there could be an attack between all the Akatsuki's and all that. He creates an owl for him, which would also, they have their perfect Susanos. So it would give him the ability, like I would like to call wings, more like cutter wings, you could say, like cut style or something. But this will just enhance his chakra, of course, and all that. I will give him wings also, but he can make it pretty much let him fly, enhance his chakra, because he's already OP enough. Because I would put him around. He would go toe to toe with Madara, but because Madara is super OP, eventually Madara would win with his Mangekyou ability of rewind and seeing his movements in the future. I don't know what I should give him, actually. This one will be just going over their abilities, so it might be longer. But yeah, it will give him some kind of ability to use black chakra. His chakra will turn into. And he will be able to make, you know how he can make those crows and stuff, and they have the Sharingan. Instead of them just have the Sharingan and trick them into doing stuff, I'll say that he can activate his Sharingan through them and set them on fire and stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. The dude with the shark, he takes his ability of his sword and stuff, and he gives him a shark, a water shark, more like it. This will give him a technique to turn himself into water, and to pretty much, what was it? That is like a clan's ability. It's not a Gekkenkai, but it's ability. And I'll say, gives him a nag. Will help him gather chakra and help him do abilities and all that. And it will give him ability to completely turn into a shark, I'll say. It's definitely like shark-like. It will turn him into an actual shark. And it can use water style in such degree, he gives him a technique called water style Great Ocean, which would actually create an ocean. Did you ever go over Sasuke's? Yeah, I gave him sake. Naruto has the 9 tails, so he's getting like a pact with the 9 tails, sort of. And the pact is that Naruto will share chakra with him and other people that he wants to, and all that. And he wants to get information because he hear the 1 tails and that are talking. No, instead of making a pact with the 9 tails, because the 9 tails are so strong, he forces the 1 tails to. What this gives him ability is to pretty much, you know how, give him sand armor, actually, more like it, but will be mixed in with his own Gekkenkai, making him a true impenetrable armor with claws, pretty much making his beast mode. With it's black, but in the back and stuff, it is like it's sand colored and all that. That's his new ability. This is for crushing. This is for him to be able to tank attacks for people, to become a shield and all that. And he can make shields and weapons in the air, because he makes a sand weapon, then he covers it with his Gekkenkai. And yeah, Kakashi, that's who I missed. Kakashi, he gets his perfect Susanoo, but we've seen that his ability, the Susanoo, is done shenanigans. So he would take the Susanoo's ability, or chakra from the Susanoo, is how he made everybody with the Susanoo's ability. But because his is a dog, I'll give him a wolf summon. He would get a wolf summoning, but he would give him a wolf creature with with a regular tail and all that. I'll say all these tail beasts are around one tail's chakra and all that, because they all have one tails. But this will give him ability to. Plus, you know that clan that Ikamaru is from, the dog clan? Technically, he is part of that clan. He's half of the clan because his father wasn't part of the clan, but I think his mother was. So yeah. So this thing can come out of him and fight with him like the others, but he can do a combined ability, combining each other, turning into an actual wolf, kind of how I made the whole shark thing. But just for funs, it would increase his fire style and lightning style. I'll say there's two foxes actually. Twin foxes, giving its two tails whenever he transforms. But those two foxes are equal to one tails. But give him lightning and fire abilities. And he made story tail, and he made floating tail, and all that. But yeah. And I'm not sure if the one tails can throw a Jubi bomb, but I'll say they can too. But I'll say the one tails can't like throw multiple like the nine tails. But at least say he can throw a couple. All of them can throw at least 3 if they want to. Which would make them pretty much god shinobis over here. But Madara can beat them up over here like, bow down to me. But yeah, so this will be my power up thing, telling them what they learn. And also Itachi and Sasuke learn Blaze Control, which will be mixed into their jutsus.